Hi guys, and welcome to Scrap Rat. Have you ever made a journal and wished you could have the perfect button for your closure? Well, I have come across something that, well, I'll just show you. The button covers, and we used to use them when you sewed something. You can use these with cloth, obviously, um, but they are buttons that have different components, and you cover your button and then you snap in the back and you have a covered button just like these. These are done with paper, and sorry if it's glaring, but they're done with paper, and I want to show you how to do them. So I've never seen anybody do this before, but if you want them, they still do sell these. These I pick up from the resale shop, and I cover them with cloth often. They do have on the back, let's see, this is size 45. So for this one, you would cut out the number 45 and you would cut the pattern out, and that's what you would use for your material. And the directions are here on the back. But I'm going to show you how to use them with paper today. And today, we are, and I don't even know if I said it, but I'm Cindy from Scrap Rat. It's late, and sometimes I forget. So sorry if I forgot. Uh, we are participating in the 3 Under 30, brought to you by uh, Margret over at 7 Plaza and Toni at Crafty by Toni. So we are going to just pick out some paper, and like I said, it's late, guys. Sorry. This is not the first time I filmed this, so we don't need that punch. We need this punch. It is similar in size, and we're going to do it just for sake of getting through 3 of them. It is a little time consuming because you have to kind of be careful because it's paper. But I'll show you, and I will walk you through it in case you've never seen it done before. So we are going to start our timer, and hopefully I can get 3 of them done. And I plan on using these actually in future journals and or folios over on my channel, Scrap Brat. So, see, I'm not sure if that's going to be, let's try this one over here. You want your image in the center of the circle. See, this one has a big chance of getting too much plain in there. So we don't want that one. And I want to try and do this butterfly. We're going to kind of cut him out. And we're going to try and get that little butterfly. Because, well, I want him. And sometimes the paper rips. If it does, I'm going to tell you and show you because I'm sure I'll rip a piece. I'm making 3. So I will show you how to tell if it's ripped so you don't waste your button. But yeah, like I said, you can get them from the thrift store. I think I just kind of want this one just see, but that's going to be all green. How about we try and get the butterfly wing in there? Do that one. And we will try to get these done without ripping them, but I will show you how. I also need a stylus. They come with, where'd my package go? all of this comes in the package. You get the base, you get the little thing to push with, you get several of the backs and several of the fronts. And then, like I said, your pattern is on the back. And what you need to do is you need to take your paper or material, whatever you're going to use, and you put it down in sort of centered on your paper or material. And then you put your button on. And with the paper, I don't start pushing right away. I kind of very lightly push. Now, I have tried putting a little bit of alcohol on them. I have tried spraying them with a little bit of water. And to be quite honest with you, different papers work differently. So this paper seems to work pretty well for the most part. I do have several pieces of paper that I have not yet been able to get one out of, and that's okay. Some of them aren't going to work. Just like sometimes when your material is too thick, you can't use it on a covered button. But I took the little pusher, that's what we're going to call it. I'm just kind of working it down to where it's in there. Okay. Now we have a little button for the most part. See, it's still sticking up just a little bit right there. So we're going to put that back in. I'm just going to try and ever so gently coax it in there. And I did not feel any rips. So we're just going to kind of give it a little tug here and there to make sure it doesn't just like the paper doesn't just pull out from underneath the button, because if it does, then obviously it's ripped. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then I tuck my paper in just like you would material. Just going to take and tuck it in. And then I have found it's best to come in with a stylus. You can also take like a end of something that would be rounded, the end of a crochet needle, crochet hook, whatever you call them. They're rounded. I don't crochet, obviously. But just something that's round so you can kind of push them in, and I'm kind of just trying to smooth it out, make sure that it's down, it's all level all the way around, and then I try to push that down in so this can have a good seat. So you just add that, and then you just take, and it works better if I get up over it. There. And it just pops down in there, and see it's seated all the way around. And then you just pop out your little button, and there you go. And I take and I just distress them just a little bit, because I kind of like the fact that it shows the wrinkles in the paper. I kind of accentuate that. So, yeah. But I love it. I think it's adorable. And I'm really having a good time with them. So, they can be a lot of fun. So we're going to put our paper in, and we're going to show that it's pretty much centered. And we're going to take another button front, and we're just going to kind of coax it down in there. Go ahead and put this on so maybe you guys can see a little bit better. Oops, maybe not. Okay. push them down a little bit, kind of trying to work your paper a little, just to get it to do what you want it to do. And these are like silicone, maybe not silicone, but they're something. And they're very flexible. So you can kind of pull it back so you can get your paper down in there. So that one's down good. And we're just going to take and try to get all of our paper pushed down to where it's nice and down level where our the edge of our button front is. Hopefully you can see this. Pulling it down, just pulling it down and pulling it down. And then we're going to take something round that we can kind of just really burnish it in there real good. May be able to use your bone folder. I don't know. I would want to use something round though, just because of you don't have to have this tool. You can use probably the back of a pen even. I just like it to be as flat as possible. That way our back fits on there nicely. And there we go. Once it pops down in there, you can look and see that it's seated all the way around. And then you should just be able to pop it right out. Look at that. Yeah, see, I'm so glad I didn't use the other one. I think I would have been disappointed. So we're going to just ink him up just a little bit. And you could sit and make these, you know, probably 2 or 3 packs of them in no time flat. As long as you're careful about how easily you put the paper in there. I kind of almost feel like using that other paper that I'm having such problems with, just to see and to show you guys what it feels like when it rips. I think I'm going to. Okay, we're just kind of trying to ease our paper, get it to where it wants to go in there. And just pulling it away a little bit. That's nice and seated. So we're going to pop this out. And then we're just going to tuck our paper down in there. Make sure it's down in there below where the edge of the back is. The edge of this is. Because we don't want it loose in there. We want it nice and tight. And then come in and just push your paper in that little groove there inside the front of the button. And that looks good. Let's grab a back and pop him on there. And then you take your little pusher and you just push him down. Oh, come on. I say you just push him down. Easy to say. Not so easy to do sometimes. There we go. And there we go. All pushed down in there. That's cute. And you can still tell it's a butterfly with floral. And yeah, I like that. Cute, cute. Okay, so this is the paper that I've been having a problem with, and I want a button out of this. I just want a button out of it. And I have tried 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's try. I think I cut a piece out earlier. I did, but that's too small. That's too small. Yeah, that's way too small. Okay, so let's try down here. There's a lot going on down here. Oh, and look, there's already a circle there. How about that? It's just designs in the paper. We're going to try this again. And hey, if it works, then I get my button. And if not, then y'all get to see how to tell when it's being silly. Okay, so we're going to center up. And we're going to put our button front on. We're going to put our little pusher guy on. And then we're just going to start coaxing our paper. Just try and coax him down in there. Oh my goodness. I think it actually worked this time. Yeah, it actually worked this time. Okay. What it has been doing is, let's see, did I have, let's see, here's a little one that I did. And it ripped while I was pushing it down in there. And usually when they rip, you can see when you kind of pull back on it, it'll have a rip in it. And then you know not to put your back on your button because you're going to waste it, because you're just going to end up with a silver button. So hopefully this one is good down in there. And we will go ahead and tuck our paper. Look at me, I'm so excited. I'm going to put the back on before I even tuck my paper down in there. And then we take something with a rounded edge and really push that paper back in there. And we're just going to push them down in there and hope for the best. Okay, let's see if it actually worked. Oh my goodness. Yay! So excited. So we have our little black and white button. Now you can't tell it's circus paper, but I will know. You can tell it's some sort of label or something. So it's cute and I like it. Should we try one more? Let's try. I want to try and see if I can get this little gal right here. That's pushing it, Cindy. That's pushing it. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. So we're going to take and we're going to center our little thing. We're going to try and maybe push it off just a hair. Maybe not quite that much. We're going to put our back on because I'm trying to be control freak. I'm going to use my finger for this one. So have you been enjoying the challenge? Are you participating in the challenge? Are you watching? Are you finding people that you like, that you enjoy, that you've followed? subscribe to. I have found quite a few people. I will be probably watching them for a little bit to come, just because I know I haven't gotten to everybody. There's a lot of people doing it, and it's awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I want to thank Margret and Toni for putting it on, because it's a great opportunity for some small channels like me to get um, a little bit farther, like farther reach, and it's great for uh, people who are watching, like myself, to be able to see new people that you haven't come across yet. So yeah, I think it's amazing. Okay, now because this one is so short, I'm kind of tempted to put glue in it. I did put glue in one, but I'm not going to, because I probably shouldn't. But we're going to go ahead and pop them in there. Maybe. Oh. Uh-oh. Did we rip? Nope. Okay. Let's see if we got the little girl on there. Oh my goodness. She's so cute. Oh, she's adorable. Okay. Yeah, in case you've never watched me before, I'm a little bit of a goon. Sorry. Get excited over paper. Okay. And if you have watched me before, you know this already. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So stinking cute. Okay. Well, we made them for 20 minutes, and I think we're good. So we're going to go ahead and stop. And I'm going to put them up so y'all can see them a little bit better. And they do make them in different sizes. Let me put this down. This shows you the different sizes. I mean, they get pretty huge because this is the size that we're using. And it's, I know it says it on the front, 3/4 of an inch. Oh, no, it's 1 1/8. Is it really? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is 1 1/8. And then who knows what size this one is? The size 75. I don't know. I would like to find out, though. If you know, put it in the comments below, because I'm very curious and I think I need to find myself some of those. Now, these little teeny tinies are size 30, I think. I have the thing in here. Yes, size 30. That's for these little teeny tiny ones. So there's ones even smaller than these, which those are pretty small. But I've only tried twice, but I have yet to get paper in there. I think I need some uber thin stuff. If not, I'll use them for fabric. But yeah, so these are super cool and fun to play with. So yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you made it this far, just know that you are appreciated, and that each and every single one of my new subscribers and the guys who've been here for a minute. And if you want to stick around, go and pop over on my community page. The rules to a giveaway that we are doing are over there, and I will mention it again in my next video, but this one is included in the giveaway. So if you want to read the rules and pop the icon in the comments below, then I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, just wanted to say thank you very much, guys, and go out and spread some joy today and love one another. And until next time, much love, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.